Hello students, in our previous video we have seen how credit plays two different roles. Now in this video I'll start the topic terms of credit. Interest rate, collateral and documentation requirement and the mode of repayment together comprise what is called the terms of credit. Interest rate is the rate on which loan has been granted. It is generally paid on yearly basis. Next is collateral, that is security against loans. It is an asset that borrower owns and uses as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. When a borrower takes loan, the lender asks for collateral as a security. Borrower uses land, building, vehicle, etc. as a guarantee to the lender. If suppose borrower fails to pay back the loan, then lender has the right to sell the collateral and obtain his payment. For example, if a person takes loan of rupees 10 lakh from the bank and uses his house as a guarantee to the bank. Now suppose if he fails to pay the loan back, then bank has the right to sell the house and obtain the amount of loan. If you go to bank to take a loan, then you have to show some documents like salary slip, bank statement, etc. so that bank is ready to give you the amount of loan. Now comes mode of repayment, that is how you are going to repay the loan. You can repay through installment or in lump sum or in cash or gold or property. All this is decided at the time when you take the loan. Before approving the loan, all these factors are taken into consideration. Terms of credit may vary depending on the nature of the lender and the borrower. Like if you take loan from the formal institutions, then terms of credit will be genuine. They will not charge high interest rate. They'll ask for collateral and documents, that is a proper process will be followed. But if you take loan from informal institutions, then their terms and conditions will be different. They will charge high interest rate. Maybe they'll not ask for collateral but may put some other conditions which may prove difficult to you. So it depends upon the mutual understanding of the borrower and the lender that what will be the terms of credit for taking loans. We have gone through the terms of credit. Now we'll have a look at the variety of credit arrangements. To understand this, we will take an example of an imaginary village. First, we will take the example of landless laborers who don't have their own land but need money to carry out the daily activities. They are employed only during a particular season and rest of the months they might get work or they remain unemployed. So, for daily expenses they need money and for that they depend on their employers. When they take loan from employer, high interest rate is charged and along with that other terms and conditions are also there. In this case, the laborers are dependent on their employers. Second, small farmers don't have sufficient amount of money to carry out production and they need capital for production activities. So they take loans from traders to buy seeds, fertilizers, etc. Traders also charge high interest rate and they can ask the farmers to promise to sell their crops to them. Now because of the promise, the farmers have to sell their crops to traders at a low price. In both these cases, the laborers and the farmers are exploited by the employers and the traders. Next, about the medium landowners. They are well aware of the formal institutions, so they may receive loans from banks. Banks charge low interest rate as compared to employers and traders. Banks apply formal terms of conditions like collateral. Fourth source of credit is loans from cooperatives. It is also an important source in rural areas. Poor people who were exploited earlier as they didn't have any collateral, so in order to fulfill their credit requirements, they started to form cooperative societies. Members of a cooperative pool their resources for cooperation in certain areas and use the pooled resources as a collateral to raise funds from bank.